I'm gonna I'm gonna end up on the ground. I know I am. All right, explorers, we are just minutes away from the Pirates of the Caribbean party. Arr.
Where's my bottle of rum?
Right now. Here we go. You ready? You excited? We are on the NCL. Two of us are excited about going on this skate.
Welcome, guys. It is D&G Explorers. But wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. I think we also have ChadCruisers.
We are right. Ooh.
We are right.
No, not really.
We're right.
Hello,
Hey, everybody.
explorers. We don't have the
Why
right.
are we in such a small little square?
I don't know. I have to try to fix it.
What's going on?
Hello, everybody. We are back. Even our lighting's a little bit different. Oh, because they're too close to each other.
Poor Gary. It was a funny typo. I was just joking about it. Yeah, he was not calling you a hoe, Angela. He meant hi. But he didn't have his glasses on, poor guy, so... I think the I is right next to the O and the little keyboard thingy. So yeah, I was just being funny. But hello, everybody.
Hello. We are back.
We're back after 3 weeks. Has it been that long? Wow.
It's been a long time.
It's Wednesday, November 9th. Can you believe it? It's November 9th already. The holidays are here.
Yes.
We're full of cheer.
And
we're here.
We didn't do a very good job of getting this part set up. So we're going to have D&G Explorers in there. I'm Little Explorer, and I'm also Derek.
I'm Big Explorer, and I'm Gregory.
But we have an exciting show tonight. We just came back from side-by-side cruises.
We did, and we had a special guest friend. Who did we have?
We had Angela.
Angela Nemechek. I said your name right. So there you go. We had an awesome time with her. She surprised us and booked the cruises with us. So that was a lot of fun.
And then we finished it up with Disneyland with her.
Did.
Which we're not going to talk about that tonight because I'll already warn you guys, we will be going more than an hour tonight just because we have a lot of stuff we want to share.
We're a little late, but we did go to Disneyland and we had a lot of fun, but we can go into that later.
We'll talk about when we're going to be discussing that a little bit later. You guys, can you give us a thumbs up if we sound good to make sure that we are okay?
Tony G, it's below 60, you poor guy. I hope you're bundled up and warm in a nice cozy blanket with a hot cup of cocoa watching our show.
And
that sounds so good right now.
We met Tony G.
We did!
In person.
We did, and we hung out with him and Angela, 2 special guests and special friends,
Yes.
on the first leg of the 2 cruises.
Yes.
Which we've never done before, which was pretty awesome. And we've been on both ships in the past. And we got to do the same itinerary twice, which was kind of interesting. And I don't know if it was weird, but it was interesting. It was like, weren't we just here? So we didn't feel rushed the second time. Not like we felt rushed throughout the whole thing anyway. But we just felt like we could just go whenever we wanted to get off the ship because we've already done them before.
Correct.
So it was a lot of fun.
I'm going to see if this actually works.
I'm going to welcome everybody, excuse me, in. Or do we have more sunshine, please, to do that?
Yeah, we do. I'm just seeing if I can do something here real quick. Apparently, it's not doing what I want it to do.
Well, while we're waiting, excuse me, we hope everybody's doing well. It's been a while, so...
Oh, sorry. I'm ready for it.
Chat check. Brought to you by More Sunshine, please. Side effects may include fever, rash, and extreme flatulence.
You know, I keep telling him to get that checked out. Apparently, he hasn't done it yet, so... Sir Gary of the Beaches was first.
But he says, well, someone leads right off with the super chat. We don't see that from our end. So, Gary, can you
We may have
clue
to
us
look
in?
at our phone later. Angela Nemechek, Anthony Simone is here. We have Jamie Wilhite.
All the way from Arizona.
Dizney Nerd Herders, it's a herd attack. They were on yesterday, so please check out their show.
They were live from the Magic Kingdom in Florida.
So jealous. Waypoint Explorers. We have Tony G, 1975, and again, stay warm. We have Always on the Move with Josh.
I think we're still colder than them.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
We're in short sleeves. How cold can we be right now? MGTO, Orange Cone Vlog, Nautical Nurse Nancy, The Real Cynthia. And Nautical Nurse Nancy was on last night, so please check her show out. And so was Jim from More Sunshine, please check his show out. We have Nick P. If I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry. I'm trying not to. The Real Cynthia. Dave
she
A.
says, sorry to interrupt. She says she can't cruise due to COVID. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
We had a Vegas trip canceled. Luckily, it wasn't a cruise. So I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yes, we did have to cancel. And we hope that you feel better. Push your fluids. Make sure you get lots of rest. We have spur marks. Greg looks good with a mustache. Well, thank you very much. Simba 2, Najuma Brown, and Nick Torres is in the house. So welcome.
Did you say hi to these two?
I did say Dave A. and Spur Marks.
Awesome.
So welcome. Spur Marks was the one that talked about my mustache.
Oh, sorry.
You think I'm just going to talk about my mustache out of nowhere? But welcome, everybody. I think we got it all.
And you got Najuma Brown?
We got everybody, but welcome again, Najuma Brown.
I'm apparently not listening to him. Sorry, guys.
We're not. We got to get our dilly going before our balls thaw off. I mean, sorry, before our ball...
ice balls.
Ice balls, whatever you want to call them. So, we are going to make a dilly right now.
So I didn't put it on here, but one of the things I wanted to do when we went to Mexico, what do?
You buy alcohol.
Yes.
Lots of alcohol.
So we
Tequila.
We got some different kinds of tequila.
Yes.
We'll show Victor and his shop in Ensenada, but we also bought some liquor in Cabo San Lucas, and had some good dilly. So Gregory, what are we having?
So we're gonna have some Senora Cream de Bacanora Pineapple Colada alcohol. What?
Nothing. I just love the way you say it.
What? Because I sound like a gringo white boy, which is the same thing, trying to sound Spanish. And another Senora Cream de
No,
Butter.
it's Sonora.
Sonora Cream de Bacanora Mocha. Okay, so I didn't take Spanish that much. What do you want from me?
So remember, he said to put this, mainly this, and then you top a little bit of that in there. You don't.
Oh, I don't remember that, so I'm
Yes.
glad you remembered.
Yeah. So put this in first.
Oh, smell.
So this is a mocha.
Smell the power. Don't spill it.
I don't know what creme de bacanora is. I don't know what bacanora, but it looks good. It's made out of.
Yes,
it's got the tequila in there.
Angela bought lots and lots of alcohol
Yes.
too.
Yes. All right, so Greg's gonna make that.
Pineapple. Mmm.
So we were on, we did a side by side, and we always thought it was a back.
Shh, not what I'm pouring. You gotta feel the effect.
Oh my gosh, you're putting that much in there?
Oh, well, you told me.
All right, you
oh
go.
Boy.
You go. We always thought they were called back to backs, but because they are on different ships, they are called a side by side cruise.
Oh,
So we left. We were on a 5-night cruise on the NCL Bliss, which was we've been on before. So this was the second time we've been on it. First ship we've been on 2 times, and then we followed that up with the Carnival Radiance, also for the second time, and that was a 5-night cruise, and that went to the same places. They both went to Cabo San Lucas, and then they went. You're scaring me over here. And then we went to Ensenada.
Goop, 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 goop. As I
Ensenada.
pour.
So it was a good mix because you left port, you had a sea day, you had Cabo San Lucas, you had a sea day, then you had Ensenada, and then you came back to Los Angeles / Long Beach. Cynthia, we are paying for all these cruises ourselves. YouTube is a side thing for us. So we have full-time jobs. So we pay for all of ours. We're a small channel. We have just over 2,000 people. So we don't have the luxury of getting benefits or comps from other cruise lines. So we pay for it all of ourselves.
Yeah, we save our money and we get good deals. We have a travel agent that we go through, or we've had a couple travel agents in the past, and they get us good deals. Sir Gary of the Beaches said, "Oh, maybe I'll join you with some bamboo." I don't know what bamboo is, but
I don't know.
Bamboo
So,
to you, dilly dilly. God help us.
I think it needs to be more chilled, but it's good. It's very good. Tiffany Peacock, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
God, that's strong. Welcome, Tiffany. Yeah, 1 ball of ice won't really do it, but yeah.
I don't have the mouse here. I don't think the mouse is even working right now. It's not charged. So
The mouse is not in the house.
So
right
we'll have
now.
to go
it's
through
around
here.
here
So
somewhere.
with that, you guys, we're going to jump in.
Jeffrey, Jamestown Baseball Commissioner, welcome.
Hey, welcome. So we're going to jump in and talk about the NCL Bliss. I had always said before on all of our cruises that the Bliss has been my favorite ship. And since we have gone on other cruise lines, we've been on other style ships, I was wondering if this was still going to be my favorite ship of all of them. So let's get
ship.
into it right away. So we were, oops, that's not what I wanted to show. That should be the last picture that
that's
I show.
the part of a radiance.
Yes.
There you go.
So let's go.
You get a sneak peek.
Yes. So we were on, this was what we did when we went live. If you guys didn't get a chance to watch that live, it is there available for you to watch the replay. But this picture was actually taken on the Radiance.
Yes, Angela, we do need 2 ice balls to make it more cold. Yep.
Twice, the ships were together twice. Once in Ensenada while we were on the Bliss. That's where you saw that first picture with the back of the Radiance. And then this one, we were actually on the Radiance looking out at the Bliss. Cabo San Lucas is a tender port, which means it can't dock next to the land. You have to have these boats, which you can actually see those boats in there. They take the passengers from the ship out into
you
the dock
see the
area.
tenders there.
Yeah.
They're so small compared to that behemoth of a ship.
Yeah. So we were there with Angela, like you said.
Cabo Wabos! Cabo Cabo!
Yes, well, that's on the next one that will.
I know. I'm
will
just
come out.
saying Cabo Wabo.
But this is Cabo San Lucas. Right behind that, though, is where one of the tequila shops was that we went to. And again, this is in port. But let's kind of talk about.
Look at Angela just making herself at home.
And I think Angela would agree. This is my favorite spot on the Bliss.
It is very nice.
And I do have a video of it. I think I turned the volume down. So, yes. So, this is unedited stuff, you guys. So it might be showing.
How come you turn the volume down?
Because I think there was people cussing in the background.
What?
No.
There was nobody cussing on the Bliss.
Yes. She says, I have a new favorite, Angela says. So I love this area because this basically covers the front third of the ship.
Jeffrey said, Bliss is my sister last name.
Oh, cool.
Shara Rusinski, welcome.
Welcome. She says her favorite spot, too. And then at the front here, we did use this bar, one of our most frequently used bars. That's the observation lounge bar. But they also have three little, to the right there, you can see some of the buffet. Very small buffet. We
met some cool people there at the bar,
did.
too. And we got free massages from her.
Yes.
One of them.
And this is basically the best view, the spot where you're seeing at the front of the ship. This is what it was designed for. It was designed for Alaska and getting breathtaking views with the double height of that. All right, let's go back into this one here. So that was Angela enjoying the view on that.
We had a lot of dilly enjoyment. Let me tell you, on that ship, we had the drink package on that one.
Yes. This was another area that I really like on this class of ship, which is called a Breakaway Plus class ship on NCL. This is a waterfront. And you can see some of it here, but this is just a small portion of it. This is actually looking back at the District Brew House, which I do have at least a picture of the sign of where that is there.
I got out there quite a few times when we were at the District Brew House, just because it would get hot and stuffy at times, so I'd get out for some fresh air. And Tony was out there a few times too, so we'd be out there talking, so it was nice.
Gary says Patron on the rocks and I'm ready for some shots.
Yeah.
So Greg, do you remember where this picture was taken at?
Somewhere outside.
Very good.
I don't know where.
Maybe this will help you.
Oh, the Speedway. Look at, we're about to mug somebody.
So, hey, Peppa Trivella, welcome.
Welcome. I got my crazy eyes on in that one. Wow.
Our buddies from Northern California who we're going to be seeing in about a week and a half, so looking forward to that. So this ship has a racetrack on it, and in this next picture, I got a quick picture of us getting ready to take off on it.
And no matter what Derek says or what anyone says, in Derek's mind, he won that race.
I did win that race.
So there you go. Him and Angela were at odds with each other with who won. But I will tell you, the second time around at nighttime, I thoroughly won that race. Yes, I beat everybody there.
And I spun Angela out into the wall.
Yes, and you T-boned me at one point too and ran me into the wall. And I'm like, what in the world are you doing? And they looked at you like, that's a big no-no. You got reprimanded, you bad boy.
Another thing they have on the ship, which is unique to it, are the shows that they have on there. So one of them is called Jersey Boys.
Very good show.
Yeah, this is based on Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. And I've seen this now 3 times, I think.
I've seen it 2 times.
And I really enjoy it. It's
really good music.
When we were on the Bliss, when it first launched in 2018, we saw this show then, and it's still going on. So that is cool. The other one was a little bit interesting, and it was called Six.
I thought it said something else for a second.
No.
That was an interesting show, I will say.
Yeah, this is based on the 6 wives of King Henry VIII.
Yeah, it was kind of morbid, but it was funny, but not funny. I mean, it was supposed to be funny, and it was, but in a horrible way.
It wasn't as good as Jersey Boys,
No.
but it was
different.
Different. Some of the songs we enjoyed.
Yeah.
Some of them they were like rapping in it, and
You
it was
couldn't understand them.
Yeah, it was hard to hear what they were saying with the music and that. But
we did see 6. Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Ben from Pepper Tree Villa.
Hello. This was another spot that I liked on the ship. One of the favorite bars, and
What did you always get there?
You'll see that here in a second here. So it's called the District Brew House, and they do have some special craft beers here. This is us. You can see the other part of the waterfront because
Anthony.
that bar is on the waterfront.
Yep. We love the waterfront.
You can see, we were still in the Los Angeles, San Pedro, Port of San Pedro there. And you're looking all the way down. The 2/3 of the ship is where the waterfront is on that. So very beautiful. And in my hand on the right there is the drink that I fell in love with. This is it here. It is it's called a pumpkin spice, but it is a pumpkin spice Guinness.
It looks really weird. Like you could see all that floaty stuff in there. It was very grainy. I tasted it. I think I had one myself, and I drank most of it, but then I was like, I can't drink anymore. So I gave it to Derek. But yeah, it's very grainy, I would say, about it.
This next one is Greg's favorite bar, and possibly Angela's too. But Greg?
The Sugarcane Mojito Bar. I love my mojitos. My mojitos. I know it's called a mojito. Nurse Nancy said 6 was on Breakaway. We liked it. Definitely cool costumes. Yeah, they were cool costumes, and the story and the dancing and choreography were awesome. But some of that music, I think we tried almost every mojito there at that bar. I think.
No, not all of it. So
the ones we liked.
Jamie asked, "How much alcohol can you bring on the?" Let's go back to us real quick. How much alcohol can you bring on the ship? So to bring on it, originally you can only bring, it's a bottle each, I believe, of wine that you can bring on there. So we brought 2 bottles of wine with us.
Yeah, one each in our pack.
And then when we were out in port, I think we kind of cheated a little bit because I think the most you can bring back in terms of like tequila and that the largest it can be is 750 milliliters.
We brought back way more than that.
We brought maybe 3. I think in my backpack was 3.
They didn't ask questions though.
No, we just had to turn them in. Except on the Bliss on the second day because it was the day before we were getting off the ship and they didn't have anyone there to check in. But they did on the Radiance, which was again the last day before we were getting off the ship, but they made us check it in, so that was interesting.
Disney Nerd Herder said, "Ugh, way to ruin a perfectly good Guinness."
No, it was amazing. Guinness is okay. I'm not a huge Guinness fan. I do drink it at times, but very rarely.
We're not a big beer fan, really.
It was sweet, and it's almost like drinking a pumpkin cold brew, but it was
with alcohol.
With alcohol in it.
I don't like beer too much. It's very bloaty, and the grain, the wheat that they have to use, it bloats you, so I don't drink a lot of beer.
All right, so sorry.
How much? Oh, we did that. Yep.
Yes, I'm getting okay. So one of the we ate at a few specialty restaurants. We did upgrade.
La Cocina.
La Cocina was the first one we ate at on the first day of the cruise.
Yeah, it was outside. That was really nice.
Yes, that was a very nice. And what did you think of that overall, Greg? Did you like it?
I liked it. I thought it was, I didn't get a lot of food. I got the fish, the salmon, but oh my gosh, Angela, when she got her food, they gave her like half an animal on her plate, I think. It was a humongous piece of meat. It was like, what was it? Angela, do you remember? It was like a roast, not a roast beef.
Oh, I do. I have.
It was like a big slab of meat on her plate.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what you got. Do you remember?
I had lasagna. I wanted something a little bit different than I would normally have. And
it was really nice being outside. It wasn't too cold.
Here we go.
At that time, it wasn't cold.
No, it was, although that night it was cold because we had
heaters.
The cabin door. Yes, they did.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So let's go back.
Yeah, the first night we had the door closed because it was a little chilly. Chilly willy.
So then we ate, this is also an additional cost. We paid for this. We didn't include it as one of our extra dining credits.
Angela said you can bring back as much as you want to carry.
Oh, all right.
Huh. Oh, yeah, we finally did try the Food Republic. That was fun.
Yes. So the next one shows a picture of kind of what it looks like. But you have, if you can kind of see them on the tables, there is like a little pad that you can order which ones you want. They're basically a la carte.
A la carte, yep.
So the guy...
Awesome,
I didn't get his picture. But that was good food. It was very interesting. I wanted to eat there before on the Escape as well as the Bliss previously, and we never had a chance to do that.
Yeah, we had, I had the shrimp, forgot what it was, like wrapped, I think, in shrimp that was wrapped in bacon or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And then they had, oh my God, I can't remember it. They look like peas. What is it called again?
Edamame.
Yeah, they had that, and we actually had to eat it like pull it out of the long shell-looking thing. But it was still good. I could eat that all day long.
All right, so this next thing where we ate at was my favorite restaurant.
Oh yeah, I love that one too.
The Teppanyaki.
Yeah.
This is another specialty restaurant. We ate at 3 specialty.
It's a dinner and a show.
Restaurant, yeah. And this is us dressing up on that. I think this was the second day that we were on that.
Yep, Angela. We asked Angela to take some of the alcohol. We didn't use you as a mule, but I know what you're saying.
This was a restaurant that Greg and I ate on our own.
Love that one. Yep.
And it's called Ocean Blue. This is another specialty restaurant.
Yep.
And this is us decked out again. I think this was
Beautiful
Formal Night,
restaurant.
if I remember right. Yeah, or maybe the other one was Formal Night.
They have really good seafood there, I think.
So when we went, as we're going along with food, when we went to Cabo, we didn't plan on eating here, but we ended up getting some drinks at Senor Frog's.
We got some chips and salsa.
Yeah.
We did not know our drinks were going to be that big. We ordered a drink and had no idea it was in a yardstick glass. We were like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah. But it was a lot of fun. And what did they give us? What did they make for us?
They had balloons on our heads.
Do we have a picture of it?
No, I didn't get a picture of that.
What?
We'll show that on the video.
Yeah, they were pretty fun. They've never done that at the other Senor Frogs we've been to, so that was a fun treat.
But where our main objective on this time, because we went again twice to Cabo San Lucas, one on each cruise, we wanted to go here, which is the Giggling Marlin.
And Nurse Nancy, yes, you're right. They do serve it that way. I remember on the Princess, they actually served it already taken out of the shell, and it was like a garlic flavor, and I actually loved it that way because you can just eat it by the spoonful. You don't have to pull it out of the pea pod or whatever you want to call it. But either way, it's good because they put salt on the pod and you just eat the salt. Oh, it's so good.
So the uniqueness of the Giggling Marlin is
boy. Angela and I had some fun in that one.
Sorry, I'm trying to get back on.
Actually, we all had fun in that one, but her and I did something special.
So this is owned by an American, and this is one of the first restaurants that were there. It was in the 80s is when this was built, and so we had a good time there. This was the food, though. Look at here. Oops, come back.
Oh my God!
Look at the size of the lobster Greg had.
Yes, that was my plate.
And was it like $30?
It was $30 for a lobster that huge and salad, fries, and shrimps.
Scrimps.
That is a deal in Mexico. $30 for... I mean, the lobster tail alone in the USA would probably almost be $30. So that was awesome. I didn't even eat all of it. I could not eat all that lobster.
Jamie, we got those online, and a lot of times you can get them with people's faces on it. That's what they normally do. I thought I'd try it with our channel logo on it, and it came out good, but they're bigger. They kind of fit like moo-moos on us.
Are they? I think the chat is lagging or something, because Angela just said lamb. I don't know if she's talking about La Cocina.
I don't
know.
So... This is
we're just hanging around.
Yeah, this is Angela. She decided to get strung up. But if you want to see something even better, let's check this out.
Even better.
Ready?
take a picture, please.
I got it. So that that was really fun.
We both had a lot of fun. I like Angela's picture also, and that you didn't show. He pushed me, and I was swinging like a pendulum. I said, "Okay, please stop," because I was gonna get sick. But if you didn't hear it, he said, "Oi, too many frijoles." I do not weigh that much. Well, I didn't then, but I don't know what I weigh now. So
that was fun. So
it was fun, but it actually hurt because I've never had that done, and your weight actually, your body weight's pulling on your ankles, and I had to keep my feet straight like this at an angle so that it felt better. So because I was afraid I was gonna fall out or something. What?
One of the things we got there is a little tequila sampling pack. I won't get too close on it, but I really liked. They're small bottles, but I really liked how this has that little metal thing on it, and there's 3 kinds of tequila on it. It's got Blanco, Añejo, and Reposado. So those are the 3 different ones, and they're specifically from the Giggling Marlin. So we definitely recommend going there if you guys ever been to Cabo, and it's walking distance. It's not far from that picture where you saw us in front of the Cabo sign. It's like 5 minutes from that. It's not that far.
Gary said pink belly time. No, we had our shirts tucked in. And Jamie said fabulous shirts. You could take them to an alteration shop, and they could take some darts, and back to give them shape.
That's true.
Darts?
Yeah, they basically it forms it.
I never heard of that.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what else we have on this adventure that we went on.
I thought she wanted to just throw darts at our shirt or something.
So this is the first chance you get to see Tony.
Yes, and Tony. Tony was an awesome, lovely person to hang out with, and also Angela. They're both lovely, fun people, and it was really nice to have a face with a name. He does exist. You can see his picture.
And one of the things that surprised me, which I didn't know, he's British.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Plymouth. So I was like, when we heard him speak,
we did not know that.
Greg turned around and looked at him I said, yeah, Greg, you hear it? And are you looking at him like that because he has a British accent?
Looking at him like that.
Because you turn, you're like,
can I hear him the same way? Yeah. I love his accent, though.
Yeah, when the night that Greg and I went to Ocean Blue, Angela and Tony went to La Bistro, and they had a really good time. Do you see what's in the background, Greg, of this picture?
Yes, the Disney Wonder.
The Disney Wonder.
And boy, does it make you wonder.
It was the only Disney ship, well, besides the Wish, that we haven't been on so far. So if you guys...
Gary said he was going to smack my stomach if he was there. Yeah.
So kind of almost directly, you see that kind of pink building in the background, kind of in that area, maybe a little bit to the left behind the Disney Wonder, is Who Songs. If you guys aren't familiar with this is the place that created the margarita.
Yes.
They claim to have created it.
I love a good margarita.
So where is this located? At our back, just a few more steps behind us, was Papas and Beers. So it's right next to that. And this building is in the same building it was from 1900s. It's been there for ages.
Yeah, Tony and Angela went on dinner with them together. And when Derek and I went to the Ocean Blue. So, yes. And then we met at the Mojito Bar, and we talked all about our dinners.
And this was us inside Who Songs.
My God, that guy looks headless in the picture. Oh my God! Where's his head?
Yes, Tony had a Mexican beer. I think he had Dos Equis, if I remember right. Which is one of my favorite Mexican beers. Ooh, hello.
Well, that would be a good Halloween costume. He could be the Headless Horseman at a bar, I guess. I don't know if he was looking down or what.
So, just down the street from Papas and Beer and Who Songs is the place that Hani showed us. Hani from The Beach Life. And this is called Licores Plaza. This is where we highly recommend you going to get tequila.
Yes, we love going to him. And
this is Victor.
Yes, he's such a nice guy. And he goes to shake your hand. I'm like, I'm giving you a hug. I don't even acknowledge his hand. I just go and give him a hug. I'm like, we're huggers here. And every time we saw him, we would give him a hug, and he
Yes.
would not mind at all.
Yeah.
So he loved that.
If you one of the things we recommend.
Thank you, Jamie. Have a good night. Jim from More Sunshine, please welcome. Season's greetings.
Jamie, thank you so much. Thanks for joining us. The cool thing about, and recommendation from Hani, is he's priced different tequila shops around Ensenada, and Victor has the best prices. Now, he's not actually the owner, but him and Alejandro were there, which I didn't put a picture up in there, unfortunately, of him, but we did take a picture with Alejandro.
Gary, I'm not sure what you meant by your comment, but no insult here. Yeah, they were making a new bar in the back, and he let
tequila tasting
He
bar.
let us go back there like we were special or something, like VIP access.
So
I don't know if he lets just anybody go back there.
I don't know. If you guys are in Ensenada, though, check his place out for sure.
We actually saw it the first time we went there on the Bliss. We saw it, and it was going along. And then the second time we went back there, it was almost finished. He's like, "Yeah, go back there and
we
look."
were hoping it was going to be finished.
They
but
did a
it
lot
wasn't.
of work in a week.
They did, for sure. All right, so let's go back to where are we? Where are we? The Bliss. Here we go.
Oh, I should probably
Okay,
get that.
so where we ate at, this is the second time we ate here, and this was recommended by Victor, Guadalajara, which is just right around the corner from the Licores place. So all three things that we talked about are basically maybe 2 blocks from each other. This is an amazing restaurant. It is very inexpensive, and these tortillas are corn tortillas, but I've never had, they're kind of fluffy. I've never had tortillas like this that are corn, and it was amazing. If I remember right, Angela had, she had cow cheek. I don't think it was cow brain. I think it was the cheek of a cow. And I had, what did I have? I think I had just regular meat, carne asada.
I think we both had regular, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really good. That's authentic Mexican food right there. They
Yes.
make their tortillas by hand and everything.
And then this was the one that I showed at the beginning of the set, but when we were we were back on the ship, and we were we were done for the day. The Radiance was just coming off a 15-day cruise to Hawaii, and it came into port next to us, and I got this amazing photo, which I love, but it was right next to us when it pulled into port, and we were on her the next day, so that was very cool.
Angela said you were supposed to get approval for all photos. Well, we just went above it.
Tony said $35 for 4 plates of food and 2 margaritas. That is amazing.
That is amazing.
And then Gary said cow cheek is amazing on that.
The Carnival Radiance, I had a better time.
Well, let's talk about that at the end, because we're going to go into that. But what are your thoughts on the Bliss?
Well, why were you in the Carnival Radiance then? I thought we moved on.
As a hint of what was coming up the next day.
The Bliss, I thought, was very nice. We've been on there before. We met some nice people. Very different from the Radiance.
It's one of those places for me, you feel like you're home.
See. Yeah.
It just feels so comfortable. The way the ship is laid out, things are located. I just felt home.
And we met 2 people. I had taken a nap, so I got up and I was still groggy. So this is me going to that bar that's in the lounge area that's like the panoramic view. And Derek and Angela are talking to these 2 young ladies that are best friends, and I'm still trying to wake up and trying to order a drink at the same time. So they're talking, and then they start talking to me. And then all of a sudden, one of them starts massaging me out of nowhere. I'm like, still trying to wake up.
Greg
and
is
she's
like
like massaging my shoulders. And I was like, because it felt so good. And she's like talking to me. This total stranger is just massaging my shoulders and my neck. And I actually let them do it. And I am not that kind of person just to let some stranger like that do that. But they were talking with them, and I got to know them as we were talking. And she is a masseuse. So she was like giving us free massages. I was like, I could have fell back to sleep. I mean, it felt really nice. And my neck was so stiff and hurting. So, and then she did it again. We were all waiting for the go-kart. She massaged my back and my neck again. She massaged Angela's back and neck. She was really nice. And we follow them both on Facebook now. So,
and she also is or they talked about going on a group cruise.
Yeah,
so this might
that'll
be a good.
Fun.
So Tony said, I don't remember this, Greg. He said, don't forget to mention how cute David and his nephew were.
Oh, yep, his little nephew. Yes.
Who's David?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
From the other channel? Isn't it from the other channel?
Oh, that's right. That's right. Also on the cruise was Ben and David.
Yes.
And and Stephanie. Oh my gosh, from Sean and Steph. They were on the cruise too.
It was nice to see
them.
His
nephew's name is, I forgot what his
He had the cutest little British accent.
Yes.
He was such a little tyke, and he was so nice to talk with.
We were playing Harry Potter trivia, which was like some
oh my gosh,
insane questions.
Yes, you had to read the books all over again just to get the answers right. I'm like, what kind of questions are these?
Cheat notes for that.
You need to Google for that, and let me tell you, we went on Google.
They were right on the other side of a pillar from us, like they were the next people to us, and we were just kind of laughing. We had a chance to talk to them and had a great time. We talked to them a few times. We probably talked to David more than any of them.
Yes, Angela, the Bliss.
No, it was Ben. Oh my gosh, I forgot who we talked to. My mind.
The Bliss was pure relaxation, a whole new experience of comfort. The food on the Bliss was redonkulous. It was redonkulously good. Is what it was.
Gary said Harry Potter trivia is way easy. No.
This
was stupid hard.
We thought it was going to be easy. They were asking questions like from the books. I haven't read the books in years, and I've read all 7 of those books.
And it was not. And
it's not movie trivia. It was book trivia.
A huge Harry Potter fan. So MG, the food, you really don't need to go anywhere beyond the main dining room because we did eat at Savor, which is a main. It's a main.
Oh
room
no,
dining.
not you, Ben. A different Ben.
Yes, a different Ben. Cruising with Ben and David is the name of their channel. They have like almost 200,000 followers. They are a huge channel, and we were able to meet with them. And then we also ate at the Manhattan. It was a 5-night cruise, so we did 3 specialty dinings and 2 MDRs, which was Savor and the Manhattan. And both times we ate there, the food was good.
Every day at the Norwegian was excellent food. I would say that teppanyaki and the Ocean Blue were probably the best for me.
Yes.
Teppanyaki was a lot of fun. And they give you edamame, that's what it's called. And we met some nice people there, and they had a little girl, and we saw her throughout the ship. She was so cutie. So cute. Tony
was a big fan of the locals. So the local, one of the cool things about the Bliss is they have a restaurant is open 24 hours. They actually have a restaurant.
Wait, where was the local at? The local?
That's where we're...
I'm trying to think.
Local is where they had those pretzel bites that you loved.
Oh, yeah, the local, where you can overlook where they do the trivia and all that. Yes, I wanted a trivia bite so bad trivia bites? Oh, my God. I wanted their pretzel bites so bad. And I had them when we played trivia. What is wrong with me?
I don't know, but we had our buddy Rob. Rob, how are you doing?
Hey, RobFuz, welcome.
So we still don't have the horn, so Rob, this is for you.
Oh my gosh. That you could eat there whenever you want, and they had this darn key game, and I spent like almost $20 on it. It was like, I think $1 or $2 a pop, and you had to get this key just right. Like it's like a crane, and so you move the crane over, and then you have to release the button. And at one point, I released it like by just, I just released it by instinct, and I was like, "Why did I even do that?"
Even though it's not, it's best way to describe it like those claw machines that go down and grab it, but it doesn't. It's not a claw.
It goes forward. The key goes forward, and if you don't stop it just right, it has to go all the way through this thing that looks like this, and it's like a square with a little square on the top, but it's all open together, and you have to get it just right. And then you win all this money that's connected to it. And, oh my gosh, you would think it was easy? No, it is not easy.
No,
Me and this other lady were going back and forth trying to do it, and it got addictive. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop.
So, Gary, there wasn't the name of the children, but it was asking how many of the siblings were there. Because in the movie, they don't talk about one, but in the books they do. So we got that one right. We got 7.
We got the Weasleys one right.
We had 7 out of 20. Is that what it was? But they were hard. They were hard questions.
They never asked that question, Gary, about Voldemort. Never.
Oh, I didn't see that question on it. So while we're kind of at a little break, again, you guys, we are going to go over because we want to talk about the Radiance and our experience on that.
We haven't gotten into that.
But we do want to remind everyone that we are having a group cruise. We finally are going to, we had one and it was canceled because of COVID. But we
we tried to have one.
Yes.
And it got canceled here. So here it is.
So it's going to be in 2024. It's going to be on the sister ship of the Bliss. This ship is different, though, because it does not have any solo cabins like the rest of this class, because this ship was originally designated to go to Asia, where solo cabins are not a popular feature on it. So there is no solo cabins on this, and there's a couple of other differences on it, like where restaurants are located.
If you want to go and you want a pal to go with you, then you can split the cost, and that would be awesome.
Yes.
The more the merrier.
Yeah, so it is an 8-night Canadian cruise. It leaves on Labor Day, September 2nd, and it's a one-way cruise. It goes from New York City to Quebec.
Gary, we told you about this. We know we told you about this.
Exactly. So this is where it's going. It goes to Boston, Portland, Maine.
Boston.
It goes to Halifax, Nova Scotia, Sydney, Nova Scotia. The place I'm really interested in is Charlottetown, which is where they have Anna Green Gables' house.
And Anna Green Gables.
And then Saguenay, I think is how you pronounce it. And then it goes to Quebec City. So, yes, we do have a couple of people that are booked on it already. It is quite a bit. The one thing to remember, you guys, is if you do book now, you're going... it's quite a bit of ways until the cruise. But the one thing to remember is how we're doing it is if you book it within the first 60 days, you're locked in on this price. But what Maddie's going to do is...
from NoMapsNeededTravel, Maddie and Scott.
Yes, they're in charge of it.
That we're using.
We'll show you that information. After 60 days, if the rooms aren't booked, because we do have a certain amount, we're going to reprice those rooms, so the price could change on that. So if you guys are interested in joining us, which we hope you would, how to contact the information, their channel is in our description under No Maps Needed Travel. But Matthew Medeiros at Travel Best Bets is the name of the travel agent, which he does. They also have their own YouTube channel, which is based on traveling with...
Maddie and Scotty have their own. Yep, No Maps Needed Travel. And Angela and Gary both have booked already, and they went through No Maps Needed Travel, and it was easy peasy, fresh and easy, and they got them great rates. So please check them out and ask for rate information if you're interested. We would love to have you.
Yes, it should be a really fun cruise. We can't wait. We're planning on going to the U.S. Open, the tennis, because it will be playing that weekend. I've always wanted to go to the U.S. Open. I've seen Wimbledon, but I haven't seen it in the U.S.
I've never seen any tennis game in person.
So we're thinking about doing that, spending one day just touring the city. So fingers crossed it all works out well for us.
So let's move on to the Carnival Radiance.
Carnival Radiance, all right.
It was a spooky Halloween cruise we had.
It was, and we did go live on this one. It
was so much fun.
So if you guys haven't had a chance to watch that, it is available for replay.
I had so much more fun on this cruise this time than I did last time, just because I was not in pain. I think it was because it was a longer cruise, so it wasn't like a party ship. It was more laid back and just all around fun. And it was Halloween, so that was fun also. That was cool.
So Gary said that lobster rolls are in the future.
Yes, I'll have some lobster rolls with you. I'll be right there.
He said tickets are go for the U.S. Open, so that is awesome. So one of the cool things that we were excited about on the Radiance was we wondered what Carnival was going to do. This was what was in the lobby.
There's Patch.
Patch, yeah.
Patch the pumpkin.
And they were all decked out and it was mainly in this area, but you can just kind of see how decorated the ship was. Yeah.
And in that garland, we found some ducks.
So other things they had going on since it was a holiday. This is some of the pumpkin stuff they had at the buffet, which is really cool.
Yeah.
They had some of the cakes. This was on Halloween Day. They had like 6 different cakes that I only showed 2 pictures of it.
Those cakes were loaded with sugar.
Yes.
I had to ask for a very thin slice, and they're like, how about this? I said, half of that, please. Because it was a humongous piece.
But how fun were these cakes?
Yes,
and I wondered if NCL did anything for that. So what we talked about, and Angela said cruise duckies. These are just a couple of the ones that we found. Greg found the most. He found a ton of them.
Well, we have them all here, so...
no Hershey bars, Gary. Want to come back to us?
Yeah,
oh,
please.
Sorry.
So we'll go real quick through them. So we got Afro Duck. We got a little baby duck. Look how small that little thing is. And then we got some... These are like the... Whoops.
Stress kind of things?
These are, like you can squeeze... Well, no, they're like rubbery ducks, but they're really cute. We got a couple of those, a green and a pink one. We got a pirate duck. It's really cool.
Is that a pirate or is that a...
yeah, it has a little pirate head on.
I thought it was a pilgrim.
It has a little pirate head on. We have... It looks like a glow-in-the-dark ghost duck.
Yeah, it is.
We got a chicken duck. Really interesting. And they have tags on them. We haven't taken pictures and posted yet. I don't know if we will.
Oh, I love that one. That's the little werewolf one. I think that's
duck.
My favorite one.
Yeah. We got a pumpkin, and it was full of candy.
Angela found one with a duck inside.
Yeah. And then we got a skeleton duck. And we're almost done. And then we got a puzzle duck. It's like those stress things. We just pop the things in the front there. And then I found... I think they used a 3D printer.
They did.
But I found a little ghost with little feet. And it's supposed to glow in the dark. So I thought that was pretty cool.
They posted that on the Facebook page that they would be putting these around the ship, and we were lucky enough to find one.
Yeah, it was under the lamp, the same lamp that she found a duck under before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That was exciting.
And I think ducks aren't on the Norwegian. They do them more like on the fun cruises like Carnival.
Yeah, we did not find any ducks at all on the NCL, which surprised us because they were on the first time we went on the other 2 ships we were on the NCL. They were on there.
Gary, baby duck, do, baby.
So another fun thing we participated in, and we didn't win. Well, we found the most, but we
did win.
But
we won.
Let me finish. The person in front of us, they gave the big prize, which was the lanyard.
We got a lanyard too.
Yeah, but we didn't have the frightfully fun one. We just got a carnival one, a carnival ship one. It has the whale tail on it.
Oh, I got the frightfully fun one for the trivia that we did for Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know where that one's at. Oh,
so
I'll have to find it real
you
quick.
had 15 minutes to go around the ship, and throughout the ship there were these different signs with different numbers. I think there was, I don't know how many, 12 of them, maybe a little bit more. And we found the most, I believe, but because they said the other ones came in first, they had like one less than us. They gave them the prize first, so I didn't really understand it. But we did still get a prize, so that was cool. I know Greg was very excited. So this is what we dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We were vampire pirates, and you can see a little bit of our room. We were on the Lido deck, which Angela was saying she wasn't an inside cabin. She was saying that she didn't have that little couch in it, but we did, and we had a balcony, and it was a very, very comfortable room. I really liked our location of it. This was me in my little pirate, and one of my teeth, it didn't stick, so I had to use chewing gum to make it work, but it actually worked. And then this is Angela with, she had an amazing,
I can't find the lanyards.
Amazing outfit. And she was with, I think she was with Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe made an appearance. I just realized the guy had spiders in a very interesting position.
Yes, and he won.
He won. Yes.
Here they are. I found one of the lanyards.
Okay. Well, this is a good time to show it. Let me come back to us here.
Ghostbusters trivia. Yes, I'm a Ghostbusters nerd, and it says Carnival frightfully fun. So that was really cool. And then we got one with a whale tail on it. So, and that's the light on.
Yes, so that was it was fun doing that. And then, probably more so than any cruise line, we've bonded more with the Disney ones. We really related to a lot of the staff. But on this one, we engaged more with higher ups. And in this picture, you're going to see what I'm
we saw some
about.
friends that we made on the last time we were on the cruise.
So in this picture, you have... so right next to Greg is Jeff. He's a singer in the shows.
He's a performer, and then his husband Gogo is on the left.
And he is the entertainment director who's now going to be going... He's on vacation this week, but he's going to be going to the Horizon.
And then the guy next to Gogo is taking his place.
Yeah, which is
so he was in
Cameron.
training. Yeah,
yes.
Cameron.
And then we had a blast with this guy. He was so funny. It is
the
Dion.
Cruise director, Dion.
Yes, so
he was hilarious. He would wake us up in the morning and he'll say, "Hey y'all," and then he'd go, I said hey. It was so fun.
Yeah, he was fun. He definitely was a highlight of the trip. And so the two shows they have here was Spellbound, which is a really good show.
Yeah, Dion, yeah.
This was a lot of soul.
That was on Halloween,
music, yes.
That was cool.
But they dressed up in kind of like, you can see the background is kind of like a haunted mansion thing. So that was perfect for that.
We've seen that before. That was fun.
And then the other one this was a tribute to, it was a rock revolution, summer of 69 with the Woodstock era.
All the music from 1969.
And so many big hits were from that year. So that was also another fun show. I probably, the consistency wise, I think I enjoyed Carnival production more than NCL's. The Jersey Boys was my favorite show, but when you rate how shows related together, the two shows, I thought Carnivals were more consistent.
They were all fun, I think. They did have some audio issues on the Summer of 69 one, but then they got it fixed. So.
Cruising is fun anytime. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. We are, as you guys know, we are going to go a little bit over because we've
already gone over, yep.
Yes, we have been discussing our side-by-side cruise. We were on the NCL Bliss, and now we're talking about the Carnival Radiance. Yep. And this was a Halloween cruise on the Radiance.
Here I am with Angela doing the rope course. Derek also did the rope course after I did. That was my first time doing it, and that was a lot of fun, actually.
It was, yeah. We did it while we were in Ensenada. Is that
where we did? Port, yeah.
And then, so where we ate here, we did do 3 specialty dining on this one. We ate at the steakhouse on the first night.
Derek and I ate there. That was really fun.
Now, the one thing we learned was... Learnt, yes.
Are you Madera now? We learned.
At Fahrenheit, we thought you could get a free bottle of wine, which you can. But you either get a white wine or a red wine. You don't have a choice because we wanted Moscato. Or you can get a 20% off or half off a bottle of wine.
We did the free wine.
We did the red wine, which actually we liked. It was I never had red wine that tasted that good.
I'm not into reds too much, but I'm getting into them more.
Yes. So then we did
Dr. Seuss. Green eggs and ham breakfast.
And that was a lot of fun. Very
it was
sugar rush.
Yes,
very much
lots of sugar. And that is a person. Well, that's actually the Cat in the Hat right there. It's not a statue. So there you go.
Angela said that singer needed help. Yeah, there was one singer who we didn't really care for.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
That one girl. We ate at Cucina del Capitano.
Yes, that was fun. And
that was good.
And Angela had quite the giggles that night. She had a few dilly-dillies that night. She had some... she was at the...
Alchemy Bar.
Alchemy Bar getting her... what are they called? Martinis and drinks and all that.
Yes.
Ethan Armitage, welcome.
Uncle Ethan Armitage, welcome.
Awesome. The Moonlight Adventures, welcome.
Welcome. So let's go back to, we're discussing, you guys, our side-by-side cruise. We're now going on the Radiance, or we're talking about the Radiance. So we ate at Shaq's Big Chicken. I actually enjoyed it. We just got chicken strips this time. We only ate there once.
It was good when you're hungry and you had some dilly-dillies.
We ate a lot at the Blue Iguana for our breakfasts. That's probably where our main thing was. We did the chef's table. We did this on the last sea day. We did this on the last sea day, and it was $99.
That was pretty fun.
But that was a very interesting. One of the highlights of that is, as I come back to us, one of the highlights of that is you kind of get a champagne first, like you get a cocktail. And I think you tried a couple of things, but
you get a red and a white wine to go with different food.
That's right, and the champagne when you first walk in, and it's a chance for you to kind of get to know the people around you. And then they do a tour of the galley, and I would tell you
that was fun.
Kudos to the staff. It gave me a brand new. I've always appreciated what the staff does, but understanding how hectic. But how organized it is in there and how busy it is.
And I'm surprised nobody falls because that floor was slippery.
But we walked in there and we're walking by these rows of where all the different
food and stuff is.
It's almost like a buffet line kind of thing. And everyone's turning around smiling at you, like the chef or the waiters. And I was just like, wow, this is such an awesome experience. And they showed us how they make the melting cake. It was kind of hard to hear. I recorded it, but there was so much noise with dishes and that clattering. It's something that I'll probably have to put music in.
We're just like smile and nod.
But what an experience. And then we came back and we had like 10 different servings of the food.
And you may not think that's a lot, but it is because it's like little portions, but it adds up in your stomach.
Yes,
and you get 2 desserts at the end.
Angela did guess how many eggs they use on a cruise. And she was, I don't know if she got it right on, but she was like the closest, which was really good. I didn't even attempt to.
Scott McNeil,
welcome. So, Scott, we are talking about right now the NCL Bliss was the second.
No, we're talking about the Radiance.
Sorry, the Radiance. Bliss was the first part of our side-by-side. Yep. And the Radiance was the our second one that we went on. All right, so let's get back to the Radiance. We're almost done, Greg.
Well, we didn't show, so let's just show
hang on. Let's go back. We still got about 5 more pictures. So we went back to Cabo Wabo. Sorry, we went back to Cabo San Lucas.
Oh, Tony just ended. Okay, awesome.
And we went to Cabo Wabo. So the first time
Cabo Wabo.
Yeah, the first time we went to Cabo Wabo. Oh my God, Cabo San Lucas. We went to the Giggling Marlin. This time we went to Cabo Wabo, which is owned by Sammy.
But they're like right next to each other almost.
Yeah, they're really close to each other.
Yeah.
No, it's walking distance from the port, so it's very good to visit there. We had a good time there. We had some really good food. And then we
tried miniature golf.
Yes.
In the wind, no less. That didn't work out well.
Yeah, and we also did the cornhole, is that what it's called?
Yeah, and Angela won.
Angela won, yes, very good.
I would have had it, dang it. I want a rematch, Angela.
We did bingo.
We did.
None of us won.
No, and I bought extra cards for that, too.
I know.
Oh, it was hectic because they were like, "Can we go on?" I'm like, "No," because I'm trying to like go through all of them, and Derek was even trying to help me dock all the numbers for the
It was
daubers.
fun though. I would do it
Yeah.
again. And then, kudos to Angela.
Yep.
She was so giving during the Groove for St. Jude, which is a special thing for St. Jude. All Carnival ships do that.
She got not one, not two, but 3 bears, and she gave them out to kids.
She did. She gave them out to kids, and she gave one to one child and didn't realize there was a brother to that child, and she ended up going back into line, getting another bear to give to that child. So Angela, you have a heart of gold.
Very sweet.
And yes, definitely.
Very sweet of you.
And this was when we did towel. This is Dion.
Towel folding animal.
And we were making towels. One of them, what was that I did that was
And
horrible?
we bought that book that you see in the picture.
Yeah, we'll come back to us. So we are going on one of our shows, maybe next week.
We bought this book. It looks like a turkey or a cat in a...
No, it doesn't. It looks like a bull.
Or it looks like a cat inside of something. The little eyes right there.
Then it looks like a bull.
Right there. It looks like a cat inside of towels. But from far away, I thought it was a turkey at first. It's called Carnival Towel Tales.
Yes, I think we'll do that next week. We'll do a show on that. So we went on my favorite ship, which was the Bliss. And Greg was a little apprehensive when we went on. Scott said it's a bull. When we went on the Radiance, because there is a difference between the level of NCL, that class of ship, compared to what the Radiance is.
Well,
Radiance is an older ship.
I was also comparing it to the last time we were on it,
which is a 3-night cruise.
Was totally different.
And a 3-night cruise, as you know,
way better experience.
Is a party cruise
on this one. Yep.
So,
way better.
But I would tell you on the Bliss, there's spots that we went repeatedly because we enjoyed hanging out in those spots.
Oh, CMPJ519, welcome.
Welcome, Carl. Thank you for joining us. So we had our spots on the Bliss, the Observation Lounge, the waterfront. We went to the District Brew House. We went to tons of karaoke in the Cavern. Is that what it was?
I loved the Cavern. It's like a little bar area in a nook and cranny part of the ship.
Yeah, and it's named after where the Beatles became famous in Liverpool. Mm-hmm. So it's a really famous bar over there, and it's on the NCL ships. Some of them.
Adele sang in that bar. I cannot imagine. She's a powerhouse in that little bar. It was a select 100 and something people that got to see the show. But they had
in that one there?
It was in there, and they had a picture of her on the wall.
I thought it was in the actual one in England.
No, it was on there on the wall. Wow. I would think she would have broke all the glasses with her powerful voice, but yeah.
So we had our spots on the Bliss, which we fell in love with, and Observation. We spent a lot of time in there, hanging out on the waterfront. But
on the
Radiance, we didn't really have.
Well, the Red Frog was probably one of them, I would say. We went there a couple times, actually.
A couple times. But what we felt we did more on the Radiance was participate in more of
trivia,
like the hunt, like when we did the pumpkin hunt.
And the night parties outside and inside.
The night parties were so much fun on Carnival. So when I look at the 2 cruises, I think of my word to describe the Bliss would be beautiful.
Angela.
A beautiful ship. On the Radiance, I would describe it as being fun. I don't think it's fair to compare a ship which is from 2018 with more bells and whistles. Easy how you hit the thing.
I'm not hitting it. I think it's you.
Oh, it's Scout.
Oh, trying to blame me.
To a ship which is older and doesn't have as many bells and whistles. I don't think it's fair to compare because they're totally different class of ships. But we highly enjoyed both ones. Dion, amazing cruise director. We got that even from Gabe, the cruise director, which we met the first time on the Radiance when Dion was on sabbatical. He was fun, and that's one of the things we noticed how fun the cruise directors are, and they're everywhere. They're they go from one venue to the next. They're doing all these different shows, and it was amazing how much we interacted. I wanted to show something. I didn't do it.
Angela said my voice carried a little too far in the cavern. Yeah, there was a singer, and they were saying some person said, "Oh, she has a great voice," and you hear Angela say, "No, she doesn't." It was so loud, and she like covered her mouth
And then
like looked away.
other people are looking at her and laughing. But when we were doing the 80s night, this is the 80s night. Angela, I think you're not gonna
Momo
be
was
upset.
awesome. Yes,
Momo was awesome.
We liked our Momo.
Yes, she's from Jamaica, but she's gonna go to the Vista, I think, when she comes back.
She's on vacay for a while.
Yeah. So this is the 80s night, and I'm going to play a little bit of it because I don't want to get a strike. But, Angela, this is the fun that you created for the show.
Angela, all the way from Michigan right here. Now, Miss Angela, right now, your name is not Angela anymore. Your name is next one. All right.
It looks like... Are we good?
The live is still good.
The strength of Angela and her voice, I don't know if that kind of buffeted everything. Oh, yeah, our chat went way back.
Buffeted.
Buffered. But, yes, that was so much fun. Angela, thank you for being there. We had so much fun hanging out with you.
Yep, that was awesome. We're back, they said.
Yes, it might have been just because we played the video on it. But you have a huge heart. The friendship that we've developed has been nothing short of amazing, and just spending that time 10 days, actually 11 days, because we went to Disneyland.
Getting to know you even more.
Yes. So,
and Tony also, getting to know Tony a lot more on the Bliss.
Who we will be on with Tony and Angela. We're going to be on the non-group group cruise.
That's right.
Which is hosted by some other cruising channels. We're going to be a part of that, and that's October 22nd in 2023.
So
on the Carnival celebration.
Really quick, let's just show some of the other stuff we got. Creme de cocoa, wrong way there. We got a chocolate liqueur. Goes good with ice cream. We got
that one's chocolate coffee.
Oh, okay. Calabrians, Mexican. I have no idea what this is. It's tequila.
Oaxaca.
There you go. It's tequila.
But that's mezcal is what that is.
There it is. It's alcohol. We have Liqueur de Café, Agua Luna.
Yes, that one is coffee, if I remember right.
And then we also have this one.
So this one, the guy says it's like a flower tea tequila.
Yeah, it actually is really good.
It does have a floral taste. It's almost like it's like what's the that one tea that we were talking about?
Like a Earl Grey.
Earl Grey. It reminded me of an Earl Grey on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Nancy. Angela she got into that song and she was dancing with Girls Just Want to Have Fun, so we had a good time. But
I know
you guys.
We went over a little bit. I'm sorry, but thank you for those that hung in with us. We know that other people had to go for various reasons, but we appreciate all of you watching our show.
Yes.
It's been a long time since we've been on here.
I think next week we will do a challenge for towels. We're gonna use that book to do a towel competition, towel animal competition.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna win on the
you probably
on the towel
will
competition.
because yeah, because I did one. It was an elephant, and it looked. I didn't even know.
Oh
what
yeah,
it looked
we
like.
made a dog and an elephant. My dog looked so cute. My elephant, it was okay, but my dog was pretty good.
Mine didn't even look like an elephant. It looked like it didn't even look like an anteater. I don't even know what it looked like.
I think it did look like an anteater. That's what you said.
It was horrible. And then Dion was walking by, and he was like,
"Yeah." I remember he said now. He said something like, "Gently pat your towel animal," and Angela was like smacking it, and he goes, "Don't smack your towel animal, gently pat it." And she just started busting up laughing because he saw her, and her and I just couldn't stop laughing. And then he started laughing more too. So he was probably one of the most fun cruise directors we've ever had.
Yes.
It was really fun.
His faces he would make. It was
Yes,
hilarious.
He reminded me at times of Eddie Murphy. His face looked like Eddie Murphy sometimes.
Yeah, he was funny. So next week we're gonna do.
Anteaters are animals.
We'll
Yes.
do the towel animal contest. I'm already planning on losing, and then The following week is going to be right before Thanksgiving. I have to close that night, and I'll be working until 11 o'clock, so we won't do a live show. But we are going to do a recorded live show because we're going to be going to Pepper Tree Villa. We're going to go to a Friendsgiving.
We're going to the villa to see
Yes.
all the Christmas trees.
And we're going to do a recorded live show from their place to at least record it. And we're going to talk about our trip to Disneyland. It's the only time we've been to Disneyland this year, and we probably won't go the rest of the year. So we're going to talk about that. And then that will be right before Thanksgiving, and then we'll be back on the following week doing a live show.
Which will be right before the... Well, wait, it'll be in December. I'm thinking of the new year
First
already.
week in December,
Yeah.
yep. So thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
Have a good night, everybody.
good night.
Dilly dilly.
Yes, and it's great to be back. It's great to have all the support from you guys. I know you guys can do other things, and you chose to come and watch us, and we really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. So I'm Derek.
And I'm Gregory.
If you forget our names, it's okay, because I'm Little Explorer.
And I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we are
we're
just getting started. Dilly dilly.
Have a good night, everyone. See you next week.
Night night.